All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome here inside Big Boy Arena in Fraser as we get this one set between your 2018 Trenton Trojans and the 2017 Farmington Fire. Hopefully, you've got us along here for the ride, able to hear and see us. Of course, always good if you can let me know that in the chat as we are just getting warm ups concluded here, and we'll be getting set for the start of this one in just a moment. Well, good evening again, everybody. Welcome here inside Fraser's Big Boy Arena as we get set for this one between your 2018 Trenton Trojans and the Farmington Fire 2017 team as we are about to get this one underway with 12 minutes here up on the clock, and we will get started in just a minute. Ready now here for the opening faceoff. Rudy takes it, and it'll be sent forward. Farmington, though, picks it up and sends it back to the near side boards. Matthews holds there, now tries to send it forward, but Farmington will push it back into the Trenton zone. Trenton in the dark, in the black jerseys. They'll move left to right here, and now puck along the near side boards. Farmington trying to hold it there in the offensive zone. Puck comes loose around behind the Trenton goal there. Rudy back checking there. And both teams going to try and fight it out from behind the Trenton net. Now it's Rudy over to the far side corner. Rudy now skating that one out, but held at the point there by Farmington. Now a misplay and back across the blue line. Trojans will bring it forward now, and they'll move into the offensive zone, but Farmington pushes them right back the other way. Puck now along the near side boards. Matthews tries to get to it there, but Lee picks it up for Farmington. Farmington now across the red line and into the offensive zone, going far side. Rudy defending there. Now puck sent to the far side circle, now loose into the slot, but Farmington not able to get a shot off, and the puck comes over to the near side boards. Now behind along the end boards, it's Patnaud. Patnaud sending it around for Barrick. Barrick now sends that forward for Rudy. Rudy banks off the far side boards and gives chase, but Farmington sends it back in, and that's on the offside. I think, though, maybe the officials not certain of the possibility of a delayed offside there. We'll see how they call that one throughout this one. 11:05 to go here, first period. No score between the Farmington Fire and the Trojans. Face off now in front of the Trenton bench. It'll be Glabe to take it there. Farmington wins it back, though, and sends it into the Trenton zone. Now puck sent over to the far side boards. Farmington going to give chase, but here comes Lesko. Lesko now has it at the circle. Lesko in a shot that goes off a leg and deflected. Farmington will pick it up the other way. They've got numbers if they hurry. Farmington pushes it forward. Now they're going to give chase. It's at the near side circle. Winding up shot. Kick saved by Buds. And puck now over to the end boards. Glabe trying to get it out there for the Trojans, but Farmington will hold it there. They send it in front into the slot. Now a shot. And knocked away by Buds. Puck now comes over near side boards. Trenton looking to clear it out of there. Now sent into the slot. Hernandez has it there. Now over, sends it to the far side point. Farmington holds it in again, deflected away, and over to the near side corner. Farmington now trying to send it into the slot, but Howes defends there. And the puck comes out to the circle. Now Hernandez has it there. Hernandez with some room to work across the red, now into the offensive zone. Hernandez at the circle, winds up and deflected off the defender. And over now to the far side. Farmington will dump it out to neutral ice. Now a chance here for Farmington. Hernandez getting back, though. Farmington into the offensive zone at the circle, sends one in on net, saved by Buds, and the puck to the end boards. Hernandez grabs it there, banks it off the far side boards, now looking for Glabe. He'll get it out towards the blue line, but then a collision there, and the puck sent back into the Trenton zone deep. Hernandez lost his stick there along the ice, now into the slot, a shot, rolling through, in, shot, and score. Well, Hernandez had lost the handle on the stick there. Puck came out to the slot, and that'll make it a 1-0 lead for Farmington with 9:27 to go here in the first period. Set now for another face-off here. Rudy to take this one. It'll go back to Farmington off that face-off. They'll have it at the red line. Now Matthews into that play there. Gets it for Scott. Scott looking for Zuba, but Farmington will send it the other way. They'll give chase. Patnaud back now into his own zone. He's along the far side boards. Banks it forward for Rudy. Rudy, some room to work here. Banks off the boards. Now he's off to the races with Zuba. Zuba now moving forward into the offensive zone. Zuba now into the slot. Defended there. Still on his feet, though. And a whistle, as that one had been covered as it came in on net. And it's a 1-0 Farmington lead with 8:57 to go here, first period. Faceoff will come back in the Farmington zone. It'll be Rudy to take that faceoff for the Trojans. Puck will come over, now to Rudy again, in front, shot, puck is loose, and now over to the end boards. Farmington picking it up there, but deflected once again in off the side of the net, and a chance here now for Trenton offensively. Farmington will pick it up, send it over far side, Patnaud intercepts there. He's tripped up, but gets it to Zuba. Zuba now working along the far side boards, puck comes loose. Comes to the Farmington forward, but intercepted. Now here's a chance. Zuba now driving into the slot, winds up shot, save! As a nice glove save there by the Farmington goaltender, keeps it a 1-0 lead for the Fire with 8:25 to go here in the first period. It's Glabe now to take the faceoff. Wins it cleanly. Barrick a shot. That goes just wide off the end boards now. Puck comes around near side. Turnover. Howes has it here. Top of the circle. Now into the slot. Lets one go, and that's deflected away. Now look out, Farmington. Potential 2-on-0. They're moving it forward. Howes trying to get back. Farmington in. Shot. Score! As that'll make it a 2-0 lead here for the Fire on the 2-0 opportunity with 8:06 to go here in the first period. Now the puck back in the Trenton zone once again here off the face-off. As it's Farmington with it out to the far side point. Now they'll let one go. It goes into the end boards, and Patnod will pick it up there. Patnod for Glabe. Glabe, though, sends it out to the point. Farmington will intercept it there. They'll let a shot go. That deflect away. Now here's Glabe. Glabe in his feet, though. Can't hang on to that one. Now comes loose, though, for Patnod. He's now skating it forward. No, make that Barrick. He was tripped up. And Farmington will go the other way. Nice defensive work by Patnod, but you can see Farmington pressuring forward here offensively. Interception there by Matthews. Puck comes loose. Now here's Glabe. Glabe, oh, lost an edge and went down just the red line. Took him out there. Now pushing and shoving in front of the Trenton bench. And it'll come loose for Matthews. Matthews has it deflected off his stick. Farmington heavy on the forecheck here. They'll send it into the slot, but Trenton intercepts there. But Farmington right back on again. Glabe taken down once again. And it comes to Patnod. Patnod for Glabe. Glabe trying to clear the zone, but can't. Now he'll get it out across the blue line. Farmington, though, right back the other way. Farmington now moving near side into the slot. But that one loose in the feet. And it'll be Trenton coming away with it. Trenton out to the blue line, but held once again by Farmington. Now they are back in and offside with 6:30 to go here in the first period. Now the puck over in front of the Trenton bench off that face-off. Hernandez trying to move it forward. He was taken down. Farmington comes back to the puck and a long pass here near side. But Glabe defending there. Now in it is Lesko. He's wiped out of the play, but Glabe going to come through here. No, make it Zuba. Zuba now into the slot again. Shot taken down. Rudy with a chance. And that goes over to the far side board. Zuba. Everybody was looking for a penalty there on the Trenton side of things, but they don't get it. Now Trenton trying to get it into the slot. Farmington deflects it, and it'll go over far side. Farmington with it back out to neutral ice. It's Howes. Howes now into the offensive zone. He'll send one towards the slot, but just out of the reach of Rudy. And Farmington will send that one down the ice, but Hernandez is going to be back for that one. Hernandez now skates behind his own net, turns near side. He'll bank one forward. And moving it forward there was Zuba. He'll lose an edge, and the puck will go down the ice into the Farmington zone. Farmington now banks off the near side board. Zuba intercepts there. Zuba driving towards the net. A pass over was looking for Rudy, but that one saucered just a bit high. Now Hernandez at the point. Hernandez lets a shot go. That one banks off the end boards and comes near side. Now a chance here for Lesko, but he just overskates that one. And the puck comes to the near side boards for Howes. Howes now to Rudy. Rudy at the circle, makes a little dangle, a shot, and that went wide. Over to the far side boards. Farmington going to look to go the other way. Hernandez trying to cut down that angle. Farmington now up through neutral ice. Nice back check there by the Trojans. It was Lesko, and the puck comes over near side. Now it's Rudy moving forward. Rudy through neutral ice across the red line, now down the far side boards. Rudy to the top of the circle. He'll bank it forward, but it'll be intercepted. And Farmington sends it back to the point. Patnod has it there. Back for Zuba. Zuba wiped out of that one. And Farmington looking for the outlet pass. Matthews trying to defend there. Puck comes over near side. Farmington player lost an edge. And the puck back through neutral ice into the Farmington zone. Now a chance for Glabe. Glabe over along the far side boards. Taking off his stick though. Patnod there to back it up. Glabe right back in on it again. Stick battle there along the far side boards, and Lesko move it forward. Glabe to chase it down there. He's in the corner. Glabe now trying to get it towards the slot, and he'll bank it around behind the net. Now, chance there for Mason Patnod. Now to Glabe. Glabe into the slot, but nobody could pull the trigger on a shot, and Farmington going to go the other way. But it's knocked aside, and it comes back out to neutral ice, where it'll be picked up there by Matthews. Matthews, battle there for Patnod. Wow, he is just shoved into the boards, and puck comes loose for Lee. But Scott takes it away, gets it forward for Glabe. Glabe, or the Trojans trying to move it into the offensive zone, but can't. Now here's a chance down the far side boards. A little bit of a hold there, but Trenton able to get into the zone. Now puck comes loose along the blue line. Nice job by Matthews to keep that one in and keep fighting forward. Puck now over to the near side boards. Matthews lets a shot go, deflection in front. Mason Patnod with a chance, that not connected. And it goes over to the far side boards. Patnod trying to get to that one. It was Lucas. Now Matthews back. Here goes a chance on the break for Farmington. They're in. Shot, score! Breakaway chance there for Farmington, and they bury it with a 3-0 lead now. 2:58 to go, first period. Now off the face-off, it's Hernandez sending it into the Farmington zone. Trenton going to need to get their mojo back here, as down 3 goals early in this one. Puck's now off the end boards. Farmington can have a chance to get to it there. They'll bring it over near side. Farmington defender trying to skate out of the zone, gets it out to neutral ice. They got 3 out there, but now Zuba going to be the one to get there. No. Farmington will bring it forward once again into neutral ice. Hernandez battling there. Zuba as well. As the puck comes loose for Farmington, they'll bring it over to the red line, trying to go 1-on-3 there, and we'll see. Can he move it forward? Yes, into the offensive zone, but Rudy takes it away there. Rudy now for Zuba. Zuba sends it off the near side boards. That'll go for an ice if it gets down there, and it will. Icing against the Trojans with 2:01 to go here. Make it 1:59 to go here in the first period. Three-0 lead here for the Fire. As the faceoff going to be in the Trenton zone. So they're looking for more. Puck is dropped and the Fire win it. They try to get a shot, but it goes off the official's leg. Now Glabe trying to get that one out of the zone, but battle for it along the near side boards. Farmington a chance here for another shot. They've got it now into the slot. And as Patnod trying to defend it away, does, and gets it to Matthews. Matthews now looking for the outlet pass. He'll skate it down the far side boards. Banks it forward. Here's Glabe. Glabe, one-on-one. He'll make a move. Now at the circle. Skates in. Shot. And a glove save by the Fire goaltender. 1:32 to go here. First period. Another nice glove save from the Farmington Fire goalie. And it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Trojans. Face off now to the right of the Farmington goalie. Glabe to take this one, wins it back to Patnod. Patnod now skating over to the far side boards. He's on the backhand, now on the forehand, but loses it there. And Farmington will get it out to the blue line. Matthews, a nice job to hold it up there, sends it back in, and a whistle there on the offside with 1:20 to go here in the first period. Now this is a grinder tournament weekend for the Trojans, as they'll have another game tomorrow evening as well, and 2 games on Sunday. I know we'll be able to bring you at least the game on Saturday. Sunday a little bit more up in the air as to where and when I'll be, but bring you as many of these as we can. Matthews now with the puck in the offensive zone. He's skating it over far side. He's on the backhand. Now forehand shot, deflected away by the defender. Puck into the slot. And they got a picker behind. We'll see if they can make the pass. Farmington knocked away at the last second. Nice job there by Lucas Patnod. Now the puck over to the far side boards. Far side corner. Farmington in front alone. But now the defense is able to get onto that one. And it comes for Glabe. Glabe has Patnod behind, but can't make the pass. Glabe will now skate it up. Glabe just pushed down across the blue line, as the official over here wasn't going to call that one, but they do get the call from behind, as that will send the Trojans to the power play. First one of the game here with 37.9 seconds to go here in the first period. Rudy now to take this face-off for the Trojans. He'll win it over for Howes. Battle for it now along the near side boards. It comes for Rudy. Rudy stops, turns, he's on the backhand in the near side corner. It'll float towards the slot. Now here's a chance for Scott. Scott turns and fires. They can't get that one off cleanly, and the puck comes loose for Farmington. They'll send it down the ice. Hernandez going to give chase there for the Trojans. He's got it, circles around behind his own net, and he'll try and skate it up the near side boards. He'll get it out to neutral ice there. No, Farmington knocks it away, and they're back in the offensive zone shorthanded. 2 seconds to go in the period one, and that'll bring us to the conclusion of the first period. Trenton trailing this one, I should say. Farmington leading by a score of 3-0, and we'll be back for the second period in just a moment. Getting set now for the start of the second period. It's Farmington leading this one by a score of 3-0. They will move from left to right in the yellow jerseys here in the second period. Puck is dropped, and it comes over for Howes. Trenton on the power play here. Howes moving it forward into the offensive zone. Now a chance into the slot. That one knocked away, though. Now Hernandez takes a step in, chips it forward, and gets it to Mason Patnaud. Patnaud along the near side boards. Now gets it over for Glabe. That one knocked aside, and it'll come loose. Puck now over along the near side boards. Hernandez steps up, lets a shot go off the chest of the defender. Puck now chipped over near side, and Farmington looking to break out, but Hernandez going to be the first one back to it. Hernandez over for Howes, but just out of his reach. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. They'll send it over near side for Glabe, but intercepted by Farmington. Glabe gets it back out to neutral ice, and it's right in the feet of Patnaud there. Now the Trojans trying to move it forward, but Lee trying to get to it for Farmington. Hernandez gets away with it. Now both teams back at full strength. Hernandez skates into the offensive zone. He's tied up, holding on his stick, and the puck comes over near side. Hernandez now lets one go. Puck to the circle, but it's knocked back out to neutral ice by Farmington. They've got one behind. Now another chance here, but Howe's got just enough of it to knock it to the end boards. Now one into the slot. Lesko going to get that one and clear it away from danger, and goes over to the far side boards, but it's held at the point by Farmington. They'll now move it forward down the far side boards. Hernandez trying to chip it away, but here's one into the slot, in, and deflected away and over to the near side corner. Nobody chasing that one down for the Trojans. Farmington able to get it again into the slot, but Hernandez picks that one up for the Trojans. Hernandez stops, turns now, looking for a pass, but he'll skate it forward. Across the red line, now moving it forward, but he's pushed back at the blue line, and Farmington will pick it up deep in their own zone. Puck now over to the near side point once again. Hernandez able to hold it in there, but it's back to Farmington along the near side boards. Now working along that near side boards. Farmington trying to get out of the zone, and they will. Back towards the red line now, pushing a shove on Zuba there. Barrick trying to get into that play. He will, and he'll push it forward. It comes to Zuba, and they'll send it down the ice. 9:40 to go here, second period. And Farmington has it over to the far side. Now Matthews holds at the point, lets one go. That banks off the end boards, and Farmington picks it up near side. Now it comes to Lucas Patnaud. Patnaud skates in, lets a shot go through traffic, and just misses over to the far side corner. Now Farmington looking to send one down, but they can't. Matthews intercepts. Puck, though, now over to the near side boards. Farmington trying to clear the zone. They'll get one. They have one behind, and they can't make that pass. Nice job by Trenton to push back on that one. And it's Patnaud. Patnaud, though, not able to skate it forward. And numbers coming the other way for Farmington. They'll pass it forward, a tip forward. And another potential break here coming near side. Farmington in a shot deflected away by Zuba. And Matthews picks it up behind his own net. Matthews banks it over far side, but misses Barrick. But he's right back into that play, and Barrick skates it forward. It's stuck in his feet. He's run into, and Farmington takes it away in neutral ice. Comes over near side. Farmington pass forward, but that's intercepted by Matthews once again. But Farmington back into the offensive zone again. Rudy now knocks it the other direction. Rudy now with a move. Coming near side now across the blue line. He's into the offensive zone. He's on the backhand. In front for Barrick. Poked away by the goaltender. Barrick back on it. Sends it back in front for Rudy. Rudy all tied up there though and can't get a shot off. Now out to the point. Matthews tries to hold there, but it went off and outside the zone for an offside. 8:14 to go here in the second period. .8:14 to go, second period. Trenton has been not the results they've wanted so far in this one. Half this game to still turn it around as the puck comes to the blue line. Now sent deep by the Trojans. Farmington back there to pick it up. Farmington skates over to the far side as they'll move it forward. Now a chance here through neutral ice. It'll be a race for the puck. We'll see who can get there. Hernandez back defensively, but Farmington right back in on it. Shot that one. Bud's got just enough of a piece to send it over to the near side boards. Now this one going down the ice. Here's Glabe. Glabe at the circle. He's a run into, but still gets one in on net, and a whistle there. 7:41, and a pushing and shoving after the whistle there. Mason Patnaud didn't like that, and he's going back for more, as quite the size difference there, as they tried to clear out the front of the net after that whistle, and unfortunately I think it's going to be one on each, as the Trenton faithful going to give Mason Patnaud a round of applause for sticking up for himself there, as, I don't know, maybe a foot on him by the Farmington forward there, as he'll get a talking to from the official right here at the near side penalty box. And with 7:41 to go here in the second period, offsetting penalties, and we'll have a face-off in the Farmington zone. All right, we got a coach from the stands over here talking to a player in the penalty box. He'll make his way back to his seat. Farmington now sends one in front. Buds with the stop. Still loose in and a score. Wow, the official going to call that one 15 seconds after the play occurred. And he was standing at the blue line. Finally comes in to make that goal call. 7:28 to go here in the second period. And it's a 4-0 lead for Farmington. Faceoff now going to come at center ice. Puck dropped, and Farmington will win that faceoff. They'll send it forward once again. Howe's back to get that one. Howe's up and into the Farmington bench. That'll bring us a stoppage in play with 7:20 to go here in the second period. Now Trenton back with it in their own zone. Matthews brings it around near side. He'll bank it off the near side boards, looking for Zuba. Zuba now back to Matthews. Puck deep in that Trenton zone. Matthews now over to the far side. He'll send it forward, and Trenton sends that down the ice. That'll go for an icing call if not touched, and it is not. 6:58 here to go in the second period, and that'll bring a face-off back in the Trenton zone. Face-off now. Trenton will get it, and a tackle there. But Zuba trying to dig it out. Farmington sends it forward. Now it'll be Matthews. He'll bank it off the far side boards and out to neutral ice. Zuba trying to clear it out there, move it forward, but he can't. Puck now over to the far side boards. Trenton forces it back into the Farmington zone. Farmington will send it all the way around near side. Puck comes to the near side boards. Trenton trying to forecheck there. As puck comes to the near side boards, and Farmington will skate it out from there. Farmington now, an interception there by Matthews. Matthews down the near side boards. He'll give chase, and that'll go for an icing call. As the Trenton coaching staff not going to like that icing call. I have to say I somewhat agree, as there's no way that was icing, I don't think. I think he clearly was on the offensive side of the red line, but nonetheless, that the call. 6:20 to go here, second period. And I guess I'll check the tape on that one later for myself, because I'm not quite sure where that was icing, but always what we see can deceive us. Face off now in the Trenton zone. Farmington trying to move that forward into the slot, but that's intercepted by the Trojans and banked off the near side boards. Now it's out to the point, intercepted by Hernandez. Hernandez for Rudy. Now to Glabe. Glabe now forward. What are we doing here? We got players going out on the ice. What are we doing? Too many men on the ice. Too many men on the ice, and that will be a penalty here, as he just decided to skate out whenever he thought he could, and that will send him right back into the box. As now we'll get a Farmington coach over to the box, as we're going to have a face-off that's going to come over into the Farmington zone. Should be a power play for the Trojans, as we'll see if they can get things right here. As if not, I'll have my comment on youth officiating here. As we're waiting for the scorer's table to get the penalty up here on the clock. As more conversation here with 6:03 to go here in the second period. Puck dropped, and it is a Trenton power play. Farmington will have it now back in their own zone. They try and clear the zone, but it comes to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to get a shot off. Comes to the circle near side. Now they've got one in front, but can't get the puck there. Now Glabe looking for Rudy. Wow, they laid out Matthews in the slot. Now chance in front. Rudy tries to knock it over on the backhand, but it's intercepted. Farmington will send it over near side. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez stepping in, tries to make a move. Sends it over for Glabe. Glabe now to Matthews, but they can't pull the trigger. And puck now comes out to Hernandez. Hernandez, no, make it Howes. Howes into the front. Shot. Score! Trenton with the power play goal, as Glabe gets the Trojans on the scoreboard. 4-1 with 5:26 to go here in the second period. Nice job there by Trenton to keep the pressure up, keep the momentum going, and we'll see if they can keep doing it here. As that one, they just were buzzing around there and got one in the back of the net. 4-1 now is the Farmington lead. Puck now sent forward. Now it's at neutral ice. Glabe trying to move that forward for the Trojans, but it'll come back the other way for Farmington. Farmington now in, looking to get one to the slot, but knocked away by Patnaud. Patnaud to Zuba. Zuba now tries an outlet pass, but can't get that one clear. And Farmington battles forward at neutral ice. Now Lesko trying to send that forward. He will into the Farmington zone. And they'll circle back. And they'll bring it over into the center of the ice. Now puck comes over near side. Lesko battling for it there along with Zuba. Zuba. Now puck comes over to the near side. And it's sent to the end boards. Lesko now there in with Glabe, now over to the end boards. Lesko battling for it there. Lesko trying to get it free, but it comes to Farmington. Farmington now trying to make a move, and they'll bring it down the near side boards. Nice defense there by Patnaud. Puck now comes back for Matthews. Matthews in his own zone. He'll circle. Now comes back near side, banks it off the near side boards. Here's a chance for Glabe. Glabe with some room. Can he get there? He will. Now into the offensive zone. In. Shot. Score! score! Glabe with the goal for the Trojans. And just like that, right back in it. 4:11 to go here in the second period. And it's a whole new ball game with 4:11 to go here in the second period. 4:11 to go, second period. It's a 4-2 game. Fire leading this one, but Trenton with 2 unanswered goals. Puck comes near side for Hernandez. Hernandez now for Rudy. Rudy back to Howes. Howes now forward over to the far side boards, but Farmington intercepts it there. They'll try and skate forward. They're into the offensive zone. Puck comes loose. They'll be the first ones to it at the near side circle. Winding up shot. That one off the side of the net. Oh, and a collision there. Rudy taken down as puck goes over to the far side boards. Now Howes trying to send that one out to neutral ice, but can't. Now comes for Hernandez. Hernandez now forward, and Trenton gets it out with Rudy. Rudy now down the near side boards. He's into the offensive zone, gives that one a dump, and they'll give some chase as now Patnod over into the corner. He's battling for it. Wow, a little cross check there from the Farmington player, and coming away with it is Trenton in on net, and a save by the Farmington goalie. 3:18 to go, second period. And Farmington leading this one by a score of 4-2. Faceoff will be in the offensive zone for the Trojans. Faceoff to the far side, left side of the Farmington net. Puck dropped, and it comes for Zuba. Zuba gets one in on net, and the Farmington goalie, lets it go. Rebound chance, and the puck now along the end boards. Farmington, they'll bring it over near side. Trenton intercepts there. Glabe on it, lets a shot go. Puck loose. Farmington ties him up, and they'll skate it forward. But nice job to get right back on it. Lucas Patnod to Glabe. Glabe, just over skates. And the puck over to the far side for Matthews. It'll be offside. He'll have to go back and sends it back into the offensive zone. Puck now along the blue line. Now it comes loose for Scott Zuba. Can't get back onside. With 2:46 to go, second period, that'll bring us a face-off in neutral ice. Puck dropped, and the Trojans trying to get over to Patnod. He'll send it into the offensive zone, but Farmington sends it right back the other way. Giving chase will be Patnod. He'll have it inside his own zone, near side. Lucas makes a move, sends it forward for Rudy. Rudy now trying to bank it forward, but now he'll skate it forward. Rudy now through neutral ice, but taken away the other way by Farmington. Farmington into the offensive zone, going towards the far side circle. Now puck along the boards there. Rudy trying to take it away. Puck comes loose for Patnod. He'll send it forward, and Lesko a chance now. Lesko working along the far side boards, trying to poke it out, but Farmington holds it in at the blue line now. Lesko just overskated that one. Now a chance here into the slot. Farmington trying to make a move, but nice defense there by the Trojans. Now a chance here, knocking away. Here comes Rudy. Rudy tied up and thrown down. What are we looking at? Are you kidding me? Puck comes over near side. The Trenton coaches agreed with that one. And just watch, the physical play going to continue here as what are we doing with another takedown there? And they're going to call that offside as the Farmington player's a bit out of control here. 1:47 to go. Here in the second period, it will be a penalty, thankfully, on that one. Thought they were going to overlook that one as well, as the Trojans headed to the power play with 1:47 to go here in the second period. To the Farmington lead, 1:47 to go, second period. As the faceoff going to be in the offensive zone for the Trojans. And 1:30 of power play time up on the clock. Puck's dropped. Glabe gets it for Zuba. Zuba now driving the net. Lets a shot go. Deflected away. Now a chance in front again, but knocked away. Zuba lets one go again. Just can't get one through. Now to Hernandez. He'll let one go. Rolling through in. Still loose and picked up by Farmington. Farmington banks it off the near side boards. Held again by Hernandez there. But Farmington now skating it the other way. They'll bring it down the near side boards. As it's Lee for Farmington now at the circle. He'll send one in front, but nobody home there. Matthews going to be able to get it for Trenton. Matthews banks it off the near side, far side boards. Make it now move here. Here's Glabe. Glabe into the open. On a breakaway between the circles. Winding up. Shot, score! Glaive gets another one here, as I believe he's got all three for the Trojans for the hat trick. 1:08 to go here, second period. The score sheet will tell if I'm right on that one later, but no regard either way. A 4-3 game here, 3 unanswered goals for the Trojans. .108 to go, second period. It's a 1-goal game, and here's Rudy. Rudy to Patnod. Patnod off the near side boards. Farmington trying to bring it in the offensive zone. They will. 2-on-1. They'll skate in. Kick saved by Buds and over to the far side corner. Now Farmington looking to answer back. Wow, collision there on Howes. No call on that one. Puck down the far side boards. Here's one potentially for Mason Patnod. He'll get to it now for Rudy. Rudy into the offensive zone trying to drive the slot, but it went off the end of his stick and over to the near side boards. Farmington trying to get it out there, but it's held by Hernandez. Hernandez gets it over for Lesko. Lesko lets a shot go, rolling, bouncing through the slot. Hernandez following up. He's on the forehand. Puck still loose. Still in the feet there. Everybody trying now. Rudy, a shot. In shot, score! Rudy on the loose puck buries it with 19.9 seconds to go here in the second period. And the Trojans all the way back from down 4-0 to now make it a 4-4 game. Trenton on the faceoff now, comes over near side. Puck along the near side boards, run into the boards. What are we doing? Out of control, and the puck sent over to the end boards. 8 seconds to go in the period. Rudy has it there. He'll bank it off the near side boards. What are we doing? Well, you might have heard a little banging there, as we'll just call it dirty plays galore here from the Farmington Fire, taking their frustrations out. We've got 1.7 seconds to go here in the second period. And 88 going to get another talk here. Hopefully he knows when to come out of the penalty box, as he cost his team there earlier. And I'll say, no problem in saying it. He's played like dirty pretty much this whole game and finds himself in the box again, as I think the name Quackenbush. We'll see if I've got that right. 4-4 the game here, as he was just looking to throw his body around here in this one and found himself to the penalty box. Time will expire after that faceoff, and that'll send us to the third period with the Trojans looking at 1 minute and 29 seconds of power play time. We'll be back for the third in just a moment. All right, back for the start of the third period here. The format in this tournament, 12 minutes, and 15 minutes. So a 15-minute third period will decide this one, tied at 4 goals apiece. And the Trojans on the power play to get this one started. Matthews forward for Glaive. Glaive now at the circle. He'll skate in. He's got a chance in. Chance in front for Zuba, and that went wide. All the way through, I should say, on that pass. Farmington now back out to neutral ice. Hernandez, he'll pick it up there for the Trojans. Hernandez banks it down the far side boards, gives chase. Now it's back on his stick. He'll let a shot go, rolling in front to the slot. And that'll be picked up by Farmington, sent to the near side boards. They'll skate it up through neutral ice, now across the red line, now into the offensive zone, but turn back the other way. Chance here for House. House for Glabe. Glabe into the clear again. Glabe into the slot. Shot. Save. Rebound chance. Score! Glabe buries it on the power play and gives the Trojans a 5-4 lead. Five to 4, the Trojans lead this one. 14-17 to go, third period on the power play goal for Glabe. Now set for the face-off at center ice. Rudy to take it. He'll get it now, but Farmington takes away. They'll move it over to the far side. Now making a move, but nice job by Patnaud there, out to the blue line. But not out of danger yet. Back on Patnaud's stick. He'll bank it again. Back out to the point. Farmington holds it in, and they'll send it off the end boards. That'll deflect, whoa, right by the side of the net, but picked up by the Trojans. Comes over for Patnaud. Patnaud now pass forward. He'll get it to Rudy. Rudy and Lesko moving forward. Rudy now across the blue line into the offensive zone. He'll drive towards the net, trying to let a shot go, but it'll be deflected out for Patnaud. Patnaud sends it around the boards. Now Rudy gives chase along the end boards, but it'll come near side. Let's go in, trying to get to that one. And it comes out to the point for Hernandez. Hernandez sends it back over to the end boards as Farmington now picks it up. But they can't keep a good handle on it. Rudy now in on the forecheck. Now here's Lesko. Lesko looking for Patnaud in front, but can't quite get it there. Farmington takes it away, but now another chance here for Lesko. Now for Patnaud, and it's a bouncing puck. They've got one behind. It'll be a race for it. Lucas Patnaud with speed getting back for that one. What a nice job. Now the puck sent back into the Farmington zone all the way down, and that will go for an icing with 13:08 to go here in the third period. That'll send it for an offensive zone faceoff for Farmington. Faceoff now to the left of the Trenton net. Wade to take this one. It's in the feet. Now it's headed towards the net. Buds will try and get out to save that, but Farmington now sends it in front. They got a chance. Buds down for it. Dives on it with 13 minutes to go here in the third period. Has a little bit of a scary one there. He went down, but was able to get the trap around that rolling puck. 13 minutes even to go here in the third period, and the Trojans lead this one 5-4. Puck over near side. Zuba trying to get it out of the zone. Now it comes for Howes. Howes off the near side boards. Now has it for Glabe. Glabe, another chance to move forward. He's pushed, but over into the near side corner. He'll make a move along the end boards, but Farmington will take it away there. Now Hernandez steps in, sends it towards the slot, rolling puck, and Farmington will pick it up there and send it over near side, but not out of the zone yet. Now they'll push it out to neutral ice, and Hernandez back there. Pressure coming here. But Hernandez on it. He'll skate around behind his own net and bank it around far side looking for Scott. Scott trying to chip it forward, but it comes back to Hernandez. Hernandez back out to the point. Long shot coming here into the slot. A move, and Howe's on it. Now Lee is shot, and that goes just wide for Farmington. Now puck over near side. Collision along the near side boards. Trojans trying to dig it out down the near side boards, and they will. Here's Glabe again. Glabe across the blue line, now to the near side circle, lets a shot go, save, puck still loose. They'll poke it in, and what are we blowing the whistle for on that one? Oh, Farmington player down behind the scenes, as we'll give credit for that one. Did not see the Farmington player down, as the save not really made, but they blew the whistle. As we'll take a quick break here, as the Farmington player attended to back in the Trenton zone. All right, the Farmington player has been attended to. That'll bring the face-off back into the Farmington zone. 12:01 to go here in the third period, and the Trojans leading this one by a score of 5-4. Puck dropped. It'll be back for Farmington. Farmington will take it around far side. Lesko tries to intercept there. Now, chance here for Farmington, though. They'll bank it off the far side boards, and they're moving it forward. It's Quackenbush. He'll move forward. A little push, a shove, and he'll go down. No call there. Now puck comes loose. Now off the side of the net. Bud's trying to close that door and does. Now puck comes into the slot. Quackenbush, a shot that goes off the pad and over to the end boards. Now Rudy picks it up there. Quackenbush battling in front of the net there with Lesko. Puck now over to the point for Farmington. They'll let his shot go, deflected away. And it's Patnod picking it up there. He'll bank it off the far side boards for Rudy. Rudy, could get it to Mason Patnod, but just could not connect. Puck comes over near side. Now it's Matthews. Matthews with speed down the near side boards. He'll send it in, and they'll give chase. Puck now along the end boards. Farmington trying for the outlet pass. They can't get it there, though, and Lesko tripped up there. Comes for Rudy. Rudy now into the slot, but knocked away. Now back onto the stick of Rudy and over to the near side boards. Rudy now trying to drive the net. In does. Shot and a save by the Farmington goaltender with 10:53 to go here in the third period. Face-off now in the Farmington zone. Glaive to take this one, having a word with Hernandez before this face-off. Puck dropped. Glaive trying to win it back. Farmington ties it up and brings it over near side. Comes the stick of Howes. Howes lofts one high into the air and over to the far side corner. Zuba giving chase there. Farmington trying to dig it out. They'll send it back around near side. They're in their own near side corner. They'll now skate it and go over far side. Going to be a chance for Glaive, but he couldn't intercept that one. Barrick now trying to get there out of his reach as well. Farmington sends it out to neutral ice, and Hernandez sends it back in. And that'll give us 10:28 to go here in the third period on the offside call. A neutral zone faceoff coming up here. Face-off, puck comes over to the near side boards. Farmington trying to get it to neutral ice, and they will. They'll bank it over off the near side boards, but turned right back the other way by Hernandez, and a whistle on an offside call there. 10:16 to go, third period. Well, for any of you who want to know what it's like with youth hockey, we just saw goalie mom Mrs. Dana Buds Broadcasting showing us a heart rate on her watch there. High heart rate for her here in this one. As Farmington trying to bring that into the offensive zone, they will race for the puck over far side. Barrick sends it forward, and a whistle there, as that'll be a checking call coming on Farmington with 10:07 to go in the third period. That'll put Trenton back on the power play, leading this one by a score of 5-4. Puck drop now. Trenton has it over far side. It's Patnod. Patnod sends it to the end boards. Puck now along those end boards. Oh, nice job there by Rudy to hold it there along the end. Puck goes over far side. It'll come for Lucas Patnod. Patnod sends it over to Matthews. Matthews, top of the slot, banks one in. Chance in front. Rolling puck. It's still loose, and it's blown. What are we calling a whistle for on that one? Oh, my goodness. Talk about an early whistle. As that was never covered, and we'll just call that goalie's luck, which we like to go our way once in a while as well. 9:46 to go, third period. That one waved off as it's a 5-4 lead for the Trojans. And we're going to get a warning over at the Trenton bench as we'll pan over there to see what Mr. Official has to say here. 9:46 to go, third period, 1:10 remaining in the power play for the Trojans. And Coach Jerry not going to back down from that conversation as he's going to continue to give the official a bit of his mind in terms of how this game's been called thus far. So he'll now back up onto the bench, and the official still going to continue to talk back and forth as he wants to make himself heard as well. And he'll glide on back over, and we'll have the face-off. Rudy to Lesko. Lesko to Matthews. Matthews, trouble here. We'll see if Farmington can break the other way. No! Great defensive work by Patnaud. Now Lesko brings it back into the offensive zone. Puck now over off the end boards. Lesko battling for it there. Taking away from him. Mason Patnaud in. Rudy into the play as well. Puck now into the corner. Lesko's making his way towards the slot. Patnaud couldn't get to it, and puck comes over to the near side boards. Matthews holds it in there. Matthews lets one go towards the net, but that goes wide. And over to the far side corner. Farmington tries to clear the zone, but nice job by Patnaud to hold it in. To Lesko, now to Matthews. Matthews sends one in front. Now here's Mason Patnaud, a shot, and a cover that time by the Farmington goalie with 9:03 to go here in the third period. Set now for the face-off. Glabe, now to Zuba. Now onto the stick of Scott, but now comes out to the point. Hernandez on the backhand, but can't get it through. Farmington trying to get that back over to the far side boards. They will, but they did a nice job to hold in for Zuba. They'll now bank that down the ice, and that should go for an icing. Howe's going to give chase, and the icing whistle does in fact come with 8:45 to go here in the third period. No. Bit of an error there now that we look at it, as they were on the penalty kill. So I don't think that should have been an icing, as we'll have some discussion with the officials on that one. Well, tried a little consult there with Mrs. Buds Broadcasting and said maybe they're playing USA rules on this one, even though it's an AAU tournament. Glabe with the puck now right at that face-off dot. He'll get it back on his stick. Glabe now over to the far side corner. He'll now try and work it to Hernandez, but can't. Farmington back at full strength. They'll bank it down the far side boards. Now a chance here. They're into the offensive zone, but puck loose, knocked away by Howes. Now it's that Quackenbush character. Oh, and Howe's going to get a penalty call coming here. And it's going to be Howes headed to the box on a checking call. With 8:20 to go here in the third period, Farmington will get the power play opportunity. You know the pressure will be coming from Farmington here. 8:20 to go, third period. And they're looking to get back into this one. It's a 5-4 Trenton lead. And 1:30 of time to kill off here for the Trojans. Puck dropped. Glabe gets it over for Patnaud. Patnaud down the far side boards and out to neutral ice. They'll send it back in, and that'll go for an offside. They do whistle that immediately, which does make me think they are going to play this, the USA rules for offside and icing, as we will have this one go down the ice. They're going to call that the intentional offside on that one. Face off now all the way back in the Farmington zone. Puck drop, Glabe to Zuba. Zuba tips it towards the net, but Farmington will intercept that one now over to the near side boards. Matthews tries to chip it there, but Farmington now moving it forward with some speed here, but forced back the other way. Now a chance for Zuba shorthanded, now to Matthews. Zuba lost an edge, but it's into the offensive zone. Farmington will dump it back the other way. It's going to be a race for it. Lucas Patnaud trying to get back to that one. He'll see if he can get there, and it goes into the corner. And enough of a tie up there to keep the puck in the corner. Now Farmington trying to send it to the slot, but it goes all the way through and over to the near side point. They're going to let his shot go there through traffic and deflected all the way over to the far side corner. Patnaud will pick it up there. Now for Glabe. Glabe trying to make a move, gets it out to neutral ice. He's tripped up, and Farmington will try and send it the other way. Patnaud, though, has it in front of his own bench. Now to Zuba. Zuba to Glabe. Glabe now sends it forward. And Farmington back out to neutral ice. Patnod has it there. He'll send it into the offensive zone, but that's sent down the ice. And that won't be enough for an icing there. Matthews back to get it over inside his own zone. Matthews now across the red line. Banks one forward, and that deflects over to the end boards. Farmington all the way back in their own zone. Rudy trying to get on that one. He's taken out of the play, and Farmington will bring it over near side. They've got one behind if they can make the pass. Farmington, though, skating it forward. Matthews defending, chips it away to neutral ice to Glabe. Glabe now trying to get it back. He had taken it back into his own zone. Now tries to take it out and does. Comes over to the near side. Now puck comes over near side. Howe's back at full strength here, and he's back out onto the ice. Trenton at full strength. Puck comes over near side. Now that one sent down the ice. Won't be enough to get there for an icing. Waved off. 6:28 to go here in the third period. Farmington with it behind their own net. They'll bank it over far side. Hernandez intercepts there. Hernandez lets a shot go. Deflected in front and covered by the Farmington goaltender with 6:16 to go here in the third period. Puck drop now out to Barrick. Barrick not able to control it, and now moved forward. Here's Farmington. Farmington now into the offensive zone, but that one back checking there. Now taken away by Rudy. Rudy, now he'll move forward, brings it over to the near side boards. It's knocked off his stick, and Farmington sends it over far side. Farmington looking for the outlet pass there, but it'll be knocked away at the point by Hernandez. But Farmington now going the other way, 2-on-1. Farmington now into the offensive zone, knocked away by Howes. Great defense, and Farmington brings that in clearly offsides, and they should send that one down just as they did before. Now off that face-off, puck comes deep into the Trenton zone. It'll be off the end boards. Lucas Patnod back for that one. And the puck has gone under the boards, and, well, there's a comment here about the quality of the ice and the rink when the puck can leave the ice surface under the door. I'll let you come up with your own versions of that. And puck now dropped. Farmington now with a chance here. That one deflected away by the defenders, but now another chance for Farmington. They'll send it into the slot. That one goes wide and over to the near side boards. Farmington on it there. Trenton trying to get out of the zone. Now they'll have their chance here. Moving forward there is Glabe. Glabe with a burst of speed. He's moving forward, but overskates that puck, and that'll come in on an offside call with 5:16 to go in the third period. Now getting set here for the face-off in neutral ice. Puck comes over for Matthews. Matthews over far side, now has it for Patnod. Patnod into the offensive zone. He'll give that a dump, and they'll give chase. Now puck comes over. Here's a chance. Oh, wow. Patnod completely tied up as they were looking for a call there. Don't get it. And Farmington will bring it out through neutral ice now across the red line. Now they move it into the offensive zone. They'll bank it around the boards, and Matthews gives chase there for Trenton. Matthews, nice spin to come near side. Another Farmington player on him there. He'll get it near side and looking to break forward. There are the Trojans. They'll get it out to neutral ice. That down the ice, and Lesko will give chase. And icing waved off here. Lesko on it. Lesko now sends it over to the far side boards. Glabe lurking there. Now Patnod in as well. They'll get it to Lesko. Lesko, they've got two in front. Glabe now trying to get it to Rudy Can't. Puck in the feet, and Farmington going to have a chance to go the other way. Farmington now. Lucas Patnod defending. 3-on-1 developing for Farmington. They'll take it. Top of the circle. Winding up. Shot off the post. And picked up by Lucas Patnod. Patnod now trying to move it over far side boards. He's wiped out of the play there. And Rudy trying to dig it out. Rudy Wow, they got the big players out there for Farmington now, pushing and shoving there along the far side boards. See the age difference between these kids, just 1 year can make. Matthews now in the slot. He'll knock it back out to the point. Farmington now looking to get a shot loose, but it comes away, and Patnod trying to clear it out of the zone. He can't. Now back to Patnod. Patnod banks off the far side boards looking for Rudy. Rudy a chance to skate here, but knocked away. And Farmington tries to get it into the offensive zone, and a whistle on the offside call there. 3:36 to go in the third period. Trenton faithful giving a go Trojans for their team here. 3:36 to go, third period. Trenton leading this one by a score of 5-4. Glabe wins the faceoff to Hernandez. Hernandez banks it off the far side boards, tipped and down the ice. Glabe giving chase here. Glabe will get to it. Glabe now walking in, shot off the goaltender, puck loose. Lesko looking for it, and it comes loose over far side. Farmington tries to clear it out. They'll send it down the ice. No icing call. What are we talking about? Howe's back to get that one. Howe's now over near side. He'll send it forward for Glabe. Glabe now has it in neutral ice. He's across the red line. Now into the offensive zone. Glabe moving over to the far side corner. Stops. Turns. Can't get the shot off. And Farmington a chance to go the other way. Hernandez trying to cut the angle down there. And does. Farmington trying to get that into the offensive zone. Collision there. Hernandez knocks it back down the far side boards. Battle in front of the Trenton bench. 2:45 to go in this one. Puck comes loose and back into the Farmington zone. Farmington now tries to bank that out to neutral ice. Trenton tries to send it back in, and they will clear. Hernandez pokes it forward, and Farmington now in their own zone. Who's going to go for this puck? They'll send it over near side boards. Farmington has a chance here. Howe's back, though. Who will get to it first? Farmington in on net, in shot, saved by Buds! And the puck comes over near side. Farmington loses an edge there, and Trenton comes over to the near side boards. They're trying to clear the zone. Trenton trying to get it out and to neutral ice. 2:10 to go here in the third period. Puck now back for Farmington. They're all the way back in their own zone. Now Scott pressuring there. He's run into, and the puck now along the boards. Rudy tries to dig it out there. Rudy to Patnod. Patnod back to Rudy. Intercepted there, though, and Farmington trying to go. No, intercepted by the Trojans. Now Farmington trying to get it out, and they can. Sent back in. Farmington now with it out to neutral ice. Rudy trying to pick it up there. Rudy along the near side boards. He'll bring it into the offensive zone. A chance for Scott. But you can see Scott holding that arm a little funny there after the collision, but he's back into it. He's along into the corner. Everybody pushing and shoving there in the corner. 1:25 to go in this one. Farmington coming away with it. They have numbers potentially. They'll bring it up to neutral ice. 2-on-1 developing. They're into the offensive zone. Now into the slot, makes a move, shot, score! Farmington answers back here with 1:12 to go in the third period, and that makes it a 5-5 game. .112 to go here, third period. Face off at center ice. It'll be Glabe to take this one for the Trojans. Puck dropped. Glabe wins it over for Howe's. Howe's now banks forward down the near side boards, looking for Zuba, but look out, here comes Farmington the other way. Puck knocked aside, but they're into the offensive zone again. Now Lee driving to the slot, in, shot, that one wide. Puck to the end boards. Now Farmington still swarming here, 54 seconds, chance in front, tip. Buds with the save, still pushing, and a whistle with 49.1 seconds. That one kept out on the doorstep. 49.1 seconds to go in this one, and it remains a 5-5 game. Trojans going to be looking to break out from their own zone. Faceoff will be deep in their end. officials getting him ready for this face-off. Puck drop, Trenton able to win it back. Goes to Howes. Howes will circle back near side. 45 seconds to go in this one. Howes banks off the near side glass looking for Zuba, but Farmington holds it in there. Now back for Lucas Patnaud. He'll have it in the near side corner. He'll try and move it up the boards there. As no, knocked back the other way. Patnaud giving chase again. 30 seconds to go in this one. Patnaud turns near side. Trenton had bunched up a bit there. One of the Trojans went down. Puck over to the near side boards. They can't get it out of the zone. And now Zuba will send that out to neutral ice. Farmington sends it back in. 17 seconds to go in this one. It's Howes back in his own zone. Turns near side. He'll skate up down the far side, near side boards, banks it forward. Now tries to get out to neutral ice. They will. 4 seconds to go in this one. Sent in, and Patnaud will get on that one. 1 second to go, and that'll bring us to the end of this one. A 5-5 tie as the Trojans had faced a 4-0 deficit in this game, roared back to take a 5-4 lead, and unfortunately Farmington was able to get the equalizer late in this one, and Trenton opens this tournament with a 5-5 tie with the Farmington Fire. Well, we thank you all for watching. For those that know the whole Buds Broadcasting team, there'll be some Little Caesars Farmington Hills action for older brother Evan tomorrow at noon, and then we'll be back with the Trojans for another game on Saturday evening. That one will be at 6 o'clock against the Waterford Hawks. We'll get a link out in the team chat, and we'll be back to see you for a future Buds Broadcasting. Glad we could bring this one to you. Again, a 5-5 final between the Fire and the Trojans.